What up? Thank you for joining Getting Stoned. It's time to play some Hearthstone. It's the afternoon, Tuesday. The season started yesterday. So today, I'm just going to play a shitload of ranked games. My goal for this season is to hit, let me see how many wins I need. Let's check. So, I got 350 Druid wins. Fuck that, man. I'm gonna have 500 Druid wins before the month is over. Pally, oh sorry, not Pally. Where's that? What class I don't play? Wow, Mage. Let's check Mage. 285. I want to get to like, fuck, I don't know, 350. Maybe 400. Maybe 375 Mage wins. That's my goal. So I'm at 285 Mage wins right now. I'm at 352 Druid wins. So what I'm going to do is basically this. I'm going to play in Standard. I'm going to play Aggro Druid. And anytime I lose 2 games in a row, I'm going to switch to Wild. I'm going to play Mage. And then vice versa. So when I lose 2 Mage games in Wild, I'll go back to Aggro Druid in Standard. So I don't really care. I mean, I don't know how high I'll rank this season, but I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'll pop up the deck list in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm playing. For now, let's do that. Aggro, let's do this. Export. Okay, just one moment, guys. I'm just exporting the deck list for you guys here. Bam. Okay. What's up with the game? There we go. There we go. So if you look at my deck list, you'll notice that I'm not playing the Murloc package, right? So usually the Murloc package is Finja, 2 War Leaders, 2 Bluegills, right? You want those 5 Murloc cards because that synergy is good. It gives you a lot of damage on the board that you can buff up. I think that synergy is kind of too slow. I actually don't like it. I think it's very inconsistent. Instead, I prefer Bittertide Hydra. Although some matchups, that card is just not good, right? But personally, I like that style better, right? So that's what I'm going to play. I'm not going to play Blood Cell Corsair because, you know, I'm playing a class versus a class that has weapons. And because I already know I'm going to get 1 damage chart. Okay, well, this is Taunt Warrior, so we lost. Okay, straight up. Right now, the wisest thing to do right now is to concede. That would be the wisest thing to do. But we ain't no bitch, man. Alright? And we're going to play it out. Okay? No matter what happens, we play that shit out. Alright. So there's a taunt. Okay, we're fucked. You know why this is fucked, guys? Alright, so mana management wise, the smartest play is to play the Flame Elemental, attack with these 3, use a hero power to kill this off. But this is a bad move because that would mean on turn 3 that he would likely be able to just play Unstable Ghoul and fuck my board up. Clear everything except one guy, right? And I'm left with nothing. So instead, I'm going to just buff a Elemental, and then I'll just make this trade. So this way, Ghoul gives him no value, because if he plays Ghoul here, he only kills 1 creature. That's nothing. Okay? See? So there's the Ghoul. If I had made the other play, I would have lost my entire board except 1 guy. Now, unfortunately, in this situation, I'm still forced to trade into it, right? So instead, since he's already wasted that activator, I'll just upgrade everything. Okay? So right, now this might seem weird, but I'm gonna use this here. Okay. Now I could send 2 guys to him, but I would lose 2 guys. I'm gonna be left with a board of 3 creatures, right? For me, I feel having a bigger board is more important than having a stronger creature. For one reason, okay? If I trade 2, that means I have this Bloodsail Corsair, I have the patches, and I have the Firefly. But the Firefly is now susceptible to execute, so it would be worthless to me. At least this way, I keep more threats on the board, and the value of execute becomes less. Okay? Makes sense? I hope so. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to see anything in more detail, let me know. Or if I make a misplay, see, there's the execute. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, had I made the other trade, this board I would have only had 1 creature on this board. But no, he's burned and execute, so now I get to play a Bittertide Hydra, and he probably does not have shit. Like, maybe a taunt, which will sucks, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to slow me down. But this is a matchup that went from, like, am I playing in Wild? Is this Wild? Motherfucker, this might be Wild. Fuck it, man. Sometimes you gotta push the issue. So right here, I'm just gonna go with this. Get more damage on the board. Fuck, is this Wild? Are we playing in Wild? I hope we're not playing in Wild. That would... There's a brawl, okay. So this is the game for him right now. If he does not get Bittertide... Okay, well. He lucked out. That's the best possible choice you could get. And we got no choice. We just got to flood the board with as much damage as we can. Because remember, hero power negates 2 damage, right? So I need more than 2. And that's a game. Yeah, so we really need living mana here, huh? That is not living mana. Okay, well, let's do this first. This might be Wild. I don't know if this is regular. Is this Psychotron a regular card? Pretty sure that that's Wild, right? It's not over though. I mean, he already used a brawl, so if we just pull into, and this is, you know, this is where the deck, like if it's gone to turn 8, 9, or 10, and you haven't already won, you're probably going to lose the match, right? So we're going to give it like 1. Oh shit, no, I think we died here. Let's see. What's that, 10? Galaka Crawler, yeah. So we do not win that game, which happens, right? No, I guess that was standard. It looks like it was standard. You can't lose stars at this rank. Alright, so that's 1 loss. I did not know that this guy was in standard. Yeah, no, that was standard for sure. So, yeah, if we lose another in a row, we're going to quit this deck. We're going to move on to the Wild deck, right? And the lucky thing about Hearthstone now is that you have the floors. Like, imagine how hard it is to hit Legend when you don't have this point where you can't go below, right? Pretty difficult. Taunt Warrior, I say that matchup is probably 70-30 in Taunt Warrior's favor. It's a very difficult matchup for Aggro Druid to win. Okay? Because just straight up, the Taunt just kills you. Even if the Taunt is only doing 2 or 3 damage, that's enough to clear your board. Because you have to trade everything into it. So If, I don't know, we'll see what the rest of our hand is here. Remember, if you want to see an in-depth tutorial on the decks or the deck list and why I chose what I chose, you can just go to my YouTube channel. And there you can find all the good shit, right? Deck list and archive video. Greetings. Greetings, Brindile. Okay, so it's Cavern Rogue, so we're going to flood the board. Okay. Oh, that's unlucky. Very unlucky. Alright, well, since I got patches, I'm just going to go ahead and play them out. 1 damage is nice. The 1 damage charge is nice. Fuck it, actually, we're just going to play everything. We're going to play the board out. This matchup, you just have to kill them, bro. Like, there's no... You cannot play slow. If you play slow, you will lose. Because all your creatures are... You know, their stats are bad. Their stats are bad. So you have to swarm the board and just top deck a Savage Roar. You just have to find damage. Like, literally. Like, that's what you have to do in this matchup. But that said, it's not the hardest of matchups. There's also another problem in that a lot of Quest Rogues now, they play Vanish, right? So Vanish is an issue because, you know, we buff this board, and if it comes up to, okay, well, game, right? So we want a game there. So if it comes up to turn 4 or something, he can do something like Prep, Vanish, and he's gotten rid of your entire board, set you back, and got rid of your buff. You know what I mean? So that is almost even more backbreaking than losing the creatures, almost. Okay, and remember, Vanish helps him because he can play Wisp, double Wisp, Vanish, then double Wisp again, and then he's completed the quest, which is fucking cheap. That is fucked up, man. That's some cheap ass shit. If you're joining us, you're watching Getting Stoned, a Hearthstone experience. We're playing Aggro Druid, and we're playing Secret Mage for a while, right? Fun stuff. Thank you for tuning in, if you're watching. Which none of you are watching. You're missing out on the good shit. Remember, there's a tournament this weekend. Okay, Shaman. The tournament is this weekend, guys. Remember, please, try to register. If you can come, right now we have a few registrants. And if we don't get a certain amount, then it's going to be round robin. Everyone will play everyone. Because I want to get as many recorded games as possible. But that said, yeah, the tournament is Saturday. You can register on the Facebook page. You can register on the GU Hearthstone page where you're watching the stream. But for now, let's get back to the action. We're challenging a Shaman. Control Shaman is difficult. Elemental Shaman is difficult. I think in general, Shaman is a tough matchup. This might not be bad. It just really depends on whether or not we draw some Hungry Crabs. Hungry Crabs would be big for us here. Alright, well, I'm going to make a couple slow plays here, so... Oops. Ideally, what I would like to have happened was I would love to have been able to play a Vicious Fledgling that turn, but this would leave my board way too susceptible to Maelstrom Portal. I don't know if these people play that card, but we'll be safe. Alright, we got a board. I want to kill these two off, so I'm going to use Hero Power for sure. But I'm also going to play this with the buff so that I can keep everything. Now, there's a problem here. Well, no, actually there's no problem. This This is okay. But we need to start being aggressive soon because he has already played 7 Murlocs. Okay? Really, I hate how this deck can do that shit. But so I'll make a couple of small trades. Okay, I'm killing this off because I don't want my board to be susceptible. I don't want to lose the fledgling to fucking unstable, to Maelstrom Portal, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and kill that off. Okay, cool. Alright, well. Maybe I fucked up. I think I fucked up. So he's got 10, so we're kind of this is tough. This is tough, man. I really don't know what to do in this matchup. I don't know if I should be more aggressive or what. This is tough. Because now next turn he's going to fill up his hand, right? So you kind of want to have the board state coming into here, right? Because yeah, well, you know what? It's not the end of the world here. It is certainly not the end of the world. So alright, do this. Get rid of. When you can trade off your pirates, you should. You should never leave your pirates on the board, okay? Because you don't know if people are playing Hungry Crab or whatever. So you try to trade them off. Okay, I gotta pull a fucking Hungry Crab here. I do not pull a Hungry Crab. Alright. Let's think about it. I think we lost. At some point, you gotta think about winning the game. So, like, trading the board does not... Oh, I didn't attack. But trading a board doesn't help there. Eric, I'm not playing in the tournament. I'm hosting it, so I'm not playing. If I was going to play in the tournament, Eric, I would use... I would play Priest, obviously, right? Okay, we lost this game. I would play Priest. I would play Warrior. And I would play... What would I play? Priest, Warrior, Paladin? Yeah, maybe Priest, Warrior, Paladin. Maybe. Not really sure. So that was tough. You know, we had 2 Hungry Crabs and we didn't pull either one. I actually think that matchup is in my favor. You know, maybe I made the wrong trades. I don't really know. I don't really challenge a lot of shamans, period, to know. Like, and I've always felt like that Murloc matchup is so difficult. Like, if you're not playing control, how do you beat that shit? Like, dude, they just complete the quest. They play on curve. They get the quest. They beat the quest, or, you know, they complete the quest. Then they play the 8/8 and they get 10 cards in their hand. Like, that is a shitload of value. That's hard to beat. That is hard to beat. Unless you have board clears, you know. And I obviously don't have board clears because I'm playing aggro. So I would say that that's a difficult matchup. This is tough. So I have to see. Okay, we might get 2 losses in a row right here. Like, we have a really stale opening. And, okay, well, I mean, we just gotta hope that he doesn't have a fucking Shadow Word Death right here. So, like, we got a really bad opening. You need to have creatures in your opening hand. So, and not crabs, okay? You need, like, Firefly, Raven, anything than what we got. Okay, so it tells me he doesn't have it. And I'm not going to fight for the board because it's every turn, like this is what I was like talking about last game, every turn that I try to fight for the board means one more turn that I spare him 8 damage and that he can get to find Shadow Word Death. So instead, I should put the onus on him to try to get rid of this card as quick as possible. Okay, so you can see he still cannot get rid of it. Still cannot get rid of it, okay? And that will put him at 11 life. Now here's another thing that I'm going to do that I normally would not do, okay? I'm going to go ahead and attack the face, right? But I'm also going to play Living Mana, okay? And the reason is this. At 5 mana, he cannot play Dragonfire Potion, so he has limited ways to deal with this board. First of all, he has to get rid of the 8/8 or he dies, okay? So if he doesn't draw Shadow Word Death, he has to trade the board into this. And as you can see, he hasn't, so he's going to steal that. And he's probably going to send everything at this, which is what he has to do. Okay? He has to send cards here. I'm taking damage, but this is fine. He's at 11 life. Okay? And he even has to send the Twilight. Does he have to send the Twilight? Yeah. So he has to send everything. And then I won, right? So, boom, that's 12 damage. So you can see right here how I had to come up with the plan on turn 3, okay? I had to make the decision on turn 3, all right? I could have traded. I could have made trades on the board. I could have made trades. But I'm an aggro deck, you know. I'm playing to win to win now. You know what I mean? I can't play to fight for the board. I'm not going to win the board. Not against a Dragon Priest. But his creatures have better stats. You know what I mean? I can't win that board. I have to play to win the game now. So that was the plan, and we lucked out there. He didn't have a Shadow Word Death, so we put the onus on him to deal with the Hydra. You know, like. You answer the Hydra, or else I'm going to keep attacking you in the face. And that's what happened. So, and had I not played the Living Mana that turn, I would have likely lost, okay? Because, you know, I don't want to dwell too long on shit that has already passed, okay? But imagine I don't play the Living Mana, I do something else. That means next turn, he answers the Hydra, and then I play Living Mana on that turn, even though the boards are even. That gives him turn 6 where he can play Dragonfire Potion. And if he plays Dragonfire Potion, I lose. I lose on the spot. Okay? So you always have to like play thinking about the future, about what you can do, what your outs are, what your opponent wants to do in a few turns, you know? Okay, this is kind of a slow hand. Against Hunter, You want the early game creatures. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know. Marsh Queen, what is this? I guess it's a bunch of one. I've never played against this deck, so I don't know. But typically, oh fuck, I should have played oh my god. So I guess I made a bad mulligan because I threw away the crab. And Galaka Crawler would have probably fucking been badass right here. Just a reminder, guys, there's a Hearthstone tournament. Look at that fucking fuckface, man. Fucking God. Fuck it. What this got to deal? So I'm going to get rid of the beast first because it's a hunter. And I don't want the hunter to have beast synergy on the board. And also, I don't mind if the pirates stay on the board because hopefully I draw into my crawler, right? Look at this hunter. He's going to complete the quest on turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you allow this easy shit to happen to me, man? Oh, fuck you, hunters. Okay. This is not efficient use of my mana, but I want to maintain a board so that I can put the aggression on my opponent. Because he's going to complete the quest here, okay? So. That's a good play. That's a good play. Oh, but that's a 5 mana card, so. This is the kind of shit. So, all right, fuck it. Let's. Now we got a race, guys. Now we got. Just get there. Oh shit, yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we got 11, 14, 17, 20. I'm going to do that. Okay, this is another time where you have to think about what the threat is, okay? And I know that my opponent's deck is full of 1/1s. He just wants to get the quest done. He wants to get the quest done so he can pull this bitch in and then play a bunch of 4/3s. That's his goal. So if I'm trading, I'm saving him 8 damage. I'm going to win next turn. Okay? Well, see? There's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. So, but, and yeah, I'm trying to stress an important thing here, guys, that, you know, in Arena, it's good to trade. It's good to trade. Because in Arena, everybody builds for value. Most of the time, you know? Everyone builds for value. But on the ladder, not every deck plays that archetype, okay? Some decks have combo. Some decks have fucking aggro. Some decks are control. So you always have to apply for, or you always have to try to push your game, okay? Because at some point, if you decide to clear the board as an aggro deck, you're just doing your opponent a favor, okay? So here we are, new game. All right, so I'm going to keep the crab, okay? I'm going to keep the crab just in case. Just in case the guy's playing Murlocs. Fuck that Murloc shit, you know what I mean? And actually, next turn, since I know that he's playing Murlocs, I can safely assume that he's not playing towards... Like, if he's playing that fucking totem on all that cheap-ass shit, I can kind of assume that I can play around War Leader, you know what I mean? I don't have to fucking, like, clear that board all the time. So, I might be able to reach a point where I can just bust a lot of shit on the board. For now... Oh, fuck, guys, this is a pivotal turn. This is a pivotal decision. Fuck it, I'm doing it. This might be a bad decision, what I just did. Okay, what I just did. I don't want to waste a buff only to buff 2 guys. I've only increased my damage by 2 damage. But I really had nothing else to do on that turn, and I wanted to make efficient use of my mana, okay? And I already knew that this turn 3, I was going to innervate this Bitter-type Hydra, right? So I wanted to make sure that coming into the turn, my board was as good as it can be. Because, you know, maybe he throws a Hex here. Or maybe he does that. What is that? What is this 4/4? Okay. Okay, so he's playing Evolve Shaman. I'll save the crab. I'll save the crab. I think the utility is too important than 1 damage on the board. So I'll save the crab. See, this is good. You know what this tells me? This tells me that he doesn't have... Okay, well, yeah. He could have... What he could have right now is... Maelstrom Portal, is that what it's called? But that's why I'm going to go ahead and lay this guy on the board. Because Maelstrom Portal is not the answer. He needs to answer the 8/8 now. Okay? Sometimes, like, your board becomes susceptible to certain types of removal. And you just have to accept that shit. You have to accept the fact that, hey, my 1/1s, they're going to die to Maelstrom Portal. So the best way to... See, and there's the Maelstrom Portal. That's no problem. Like, that's expected, you know. And he played that because he knew that I would clear everything out into this, right? So, now... Oh, shit, that was... Oh, my goodness, what the fuck? Yeah, let's do this. That was a mistake. Let's hope that he doesn't have more removal. Because now he has to decide, dude. Well, I guess he could do... He could Hex and he could Lightning Storm. Like that. That is a real fucking thing. That would suck, right? It's some kind of spell. Ah, shit. Okay, we kind of lucked out here. Let's go with the 2/2s. Like, to me, like, okay, you know, like, ideally what I'd want is to be able to hold on to this card and play Mark of the Lotus with it, right? Oh, nice. Fucking Maelstrom Portal. Can't win that. So, he's cleared out our win conditions, so I can just quit. Because I know, I can't. There's no way I can come back from that, right? I have 1 card in hand. You know, he's got the board. You know, my best win condition just died, right? So, and that happens, bro. Sometimes you lose games. Like, did my stream kick out or video hidden to save bandwidth? Yeah, thank you. Save fucking bandwidth, assholes. Remember, guys, Hearthstone tournament this Saturday. Registration ends at 12 o'clock and games start at 1. Okay? You cannot register past it. So please register by then. Register before then. To fill in the form. It's so easy. You just put your decks. The fucking shit is so easy. Your name and decks. That's easier than the SAT. Okay? This is Warrior. We're gonna always aggro. We're always gonna aggro, assuming our opponent is playing Pirate Warrior. And the reason being that even if we knew it was playing Taunt Warrior, we're gonna lose. We fucking can't beat Taunt Warrior. Okay? So we might as well do our best to make sure that we have the godlike hand versus Pirate Warrior. And our hand is not good. Okay? Well, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not... This is not ideal. Ideal is having Corsair or Galaka Crawler. That's ideal. And it's Taunt Warrior. So we're going to lose this game. Okay, guys? I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. So fucking, I mean, I have nothing else to do besides flood the board. Okay, like there's, what can you do? Okay, guys, you can't win them all. Remember, this is May 2nd, May 1st in the States, so this is like the first day of the ladder, you know. Opponents are good. You know, the decks are good, you know. And our game plan is very, very one-dimensional. We are just trying to... Okay, well, let me do this. You know, I don't like to make this play, but shit, man. The reason why I went for the buff there is because I want to get the taunts cleared. I really need control of the board, okay? I wanted him to react to my board as opposed to me having to react to his. And he can't kill this board with Whirlwindy guy. Alright, so... Now here's the thing. I could play Crawler into the Power of the Wild, but in this matchup, I kind of value the... I really overvalue the effect of the +1/+1, and I want to save that for something later. Okay? That's cool. You kind of like, I mean, what the fuck? I can't play around that, you know, so... I can't play with my mind thinking like, oh fuck, I can't do this because I might lose to Whirlwind Unstable Goal. I mean, that is what it is, you know? This motherfucker. That's a good play. Can't lie, man. That's a good play. So here I'm using it because I want to force him to burn an execute or something. I can't win this game. You're fucking serious. Yeah, smart play. It doesn't go for it, so okay, well. You have to, like, if you're aggro, you have to be aggressive. Like, right now I'm playing into AoE, but I have no choice. I cannot win the game by playing slow. I have to be aggressive. I have to force him to make those plays. So, you know, like, and you know, the brawl probably kills me here. Like, I only win off of a top deck of like something crazy, but I can't just hold on to the living mana. You know, I have to make those plays. I mean, that sucks, but fuck, you know, that's you live or die by the sword, man. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make those plays. There's no, you can't second guess that. Like, I mean, if I don't play living mana there, I give him one turn to kind of stabilize on the board, and then whenever I do play living mana, he's gonna brawl anyway. So I mean, you gotta make moves. This is kind of tough though. This. I'm gonna do this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to save Savage Roar for my living mana turn or something else later down the line if I'm ever able to build a board. But I'm top decking here. So if I don't do that, I'm never going to be able to clear the 8/5. Never. So it's just the only play. I mean, let's hope we top deck living mana. Like, that's the only card that saves us here. There's no other card. Like, we're dead. Mark of Visage. Oh, this might be okay. Let's see. Mark of Visage. Okay. Let's make one of these guys really buff. Firefly. Okay, we might build a board. I'm gonna go and trade the creature out because I want, if this guy only has brawl as his only way out, I want, you know, to increase the chances that he survives a brawl, right? So That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, this guy's got his quest completed. It's turn. It's a few turns in. And there's nothing we can do. Like, this matchup is unwinnable for Aggro Druid. Like, I would have to pull the fucking nuttiest shit to win this matchup. And we're not dead yet, though, so. You never know. You never know what could happen, right? So. Did we lose the last game? I think we did, right? Let me check my stats. Constructed. Yeah, we lost the last game. Okay. Yeah. Now we died. So that matchup is very, very tough, guys. So we're going to switch over to Wild. Let's go switch over to the Wild format. So we lost 2 in a row. So remember what I said? After you lose 2 in a row, switch over. So we're going to go switch to Wild. For the Wild, I'm going to play the Secret Mage deck. Now let me just go and get you a deck list that you guys can look at. Huh? Just one moment, guys. Sorry. Create that for you guys. There you go. Let me see if it shows. All right, it's the new deck list. Now I don't play Wild, right? So this is new territory for me. Okay, but yesterday or 2 days ago, before the season ended, I did play Wild, and I went from rank 25 to rank 10 in like fucking 3 hours. I lost 1 game, so I think the deck is pretty strong. In terms of mulligan, you always want to mulligan away everything that costs more than 2 mana, and you also want to mulligan Medivh's Valet. You want to mulligan this card away most of the time. Unless you have Mad Scientist in hand, which in that case you keep, okay? And you always mulligan Secrets as well, alright? So, I'm going to go ahead and play Mad Scientist. I could have played Fireball, but it's okay. Because I still, based on the board state, he still needs more than this guy to kill this, okay? So he needs to play another Sergeant. And, you know, because he played this, it tells you a lot of things. It tells you he doesn't have a 1-drop, okay? And it tells you he has a way to benefit from it immediately with like the Direwolf Alpha. So, you know, just remember, you can find a lot about your opponent just by watching what he plays. And Mad Scientist is very good because it activates Medivh's Valet immediately. I didn't have to play the Secret to get this, so I can get this early bonus right away. And this is going to give me huge tempo as the game goes on, okay? Because, hey, I'm going to be able to fight for this board against a Zoo player immediately. And that's big. That's a big thing. See, like, fucking, hey, this guy's throwing away 2 for 1. 3 for 1. That Valet took 3 cards from him. That, guys, is good. Okay, you don't get those kinds of odds anywhere. Okay, that's amazing. I could have played the Arcanist, but my opponent's playing Zoo. Okay, my opponent's playing Zoo. He wants to win the board, so the board is more important than anything else. I always have to vie for control of it. Okay.
The light protects me.
All right. Well, in this situation, I'm going to build up my board a little bit, because the other option is I could have played this guy and I would have used 1 mana inefficiently, and I didn't want to do that. Or I could have pinged him for 1 and then traded with a Valet, and then I would have used up a lot of mana inefficiently. And I don't want to make any of those inefficient trades. Okay. So instead, now this is something important that I want to talk about of the curve. So last turn I had 5 mana. And instead of playing the Arcanist, which grows, remember this guy can get fucking nuts. I played this because he costs 5 mana. Now, had I played Arcanist last turn, that means on this turn, if I played Azure Drake on turn 6, I would have had 1 mana left over and I couldn't do anything. But because I played the Drake on 5 mana, on turn 6, I'm able to hero power and play the Arcanist. So now I've used all my mana efficiently, allowing me more cards used in a turn. Okay, and that's a simple concept that a lot of players, they don't see. But is that, I mean, if you are having trouble getting past rank 15 or 10 or even 5, that's what you gotta really focus on, making the best play every turn so that other turns later you can make just as good plays. Okay. If you guys are watching, put comments in the stream because I don't know. I'm not really seeing what's being shown, right? So our opponent is kind of making dumb plays. Let me see. We got 7 mana. That's 4, 5, 6. Not the best use of our mana, but I'll fucking take it. We'll do it. Use this. We'll just attack the face. So I could have cleared this, but here's a new concept, okay? I decided to go to the face with the Azure Drake as opposed to go to the Defender. And because if I made this trade, I would be trading down, okay? I would be using a higher value card to get rid of a lower value card. I already got rid of the value that he got, okay? I got rid of the taunts. They're dead. That value from this card is done. So there's no point in me making that lower trade-off, okay? See, instead, now he knows that he has to trade his Defender into the Drake, as opposed to it going the other way around. Opponent loses. And that game was won solely on mechanics, okay? Solely on fundamentals of the game, okay? My deck was not better than his deck. He played Zoo, okay? I didn't even draw this. I mean, I drew 1 secret, and, to be fair, if you get Medivh's Valet on turn 3 and that happens, I mean, that's pretty good, right? But outside of that, the reason why I won is because I made the correct trades, okay? And you can sometimes go back in games and find out what decisions you made that were good or bad, even up to the mulligan. And those are going to distinguish or determine where you win or lose. Okay. Hey baby, I'm streaming right now. Okay. My wife is home. Evan, say hi to Lonnie. Lonnie, you going to work out? Is that what you're doing? No? Yeah. So we mulligan everything back because there's a bunch of secrets. This hand is okay. The Azure Drake is not the greatest pull. But we got Mad Scientist, and that's what you want. You want to get that guy. So as important as it is to get a secret on a board, I always have to think about mana first, okay? So if I play the coin and I play the Mad Scientist, that means if I play the Mana Worm next turn, I will lose out on 1 mana because it'll be 2 mana and I'll only use 1 mana, right? So the benefit of using the coin is gone because, what's the advantage that I get from playing that out early, okay? I mean, you can argue yeah, you get a badass secret, but that only depends on how he determines a trade. So the best play now is this, okay? Arguably, I can see why you want to get out the secret as quick as possible, but I have no way to benefit from it, okay? So, and what happened here is he used the Frostbolt he used a 2 mana spell on my 1 mana spell. So, or my 1 mana card. So he efficiently used his turn, but he used that turn to set back my turn 1. So instead, all he's done is just buy me time to play Mad Scientist on the same board. Okay? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed between turn 1 and this. So in essence, I've actually made the better play because now I have a stronger board. You know what I mean? So yeah, just kind of got, oh, Murloc, this is interesting. Oh shit, okay. What's going on here? Cool, cool. This is interesting, this is interesting. Let's see what we got. Effigy, so, That must be a way. See, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Like, I can kill this board, but is that the wisest play? See, because my turn 4 will be sucky. Ah, fuck it. Let's clear the board. Our turn 5 is going to be great. We have a secret up. Alright. We're going to be in good shape for the next turn. Alright, so I value this spell here, okay? And I value counterspell more than I value... I value counterspell and duplicate more than I value something like mirror entity. So I'm going to play mirror entity. Okay, so I know it's not mirror. I know he does not. Now this is not counterspell, and I know it's not mana bind, right? So it's either the other ones: duplicate, effigy, ice bearer, ice block, mirror entity, potion of polymorph, right? It could be anything else. That could be a counterspell. So what do you play? A Murloc. All right, so we get the mirror. So we got 2 counter spells. Let's test. Let's see. Okay, it's not counter spell. Oh, it is a counter spell. All right, that's cool. We're gonna use this here. We'll take that. We'll take this meteor. It's gonna give us later value. Okay. So it's not duplicate or effigy. Oops. Another secret up. Interesting. Tempo. Interesting, interesting. We got the effigy, cool. Mana addict, that's nice. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I was wondering how come our mana addict didn't get buffed. But boom, there we go. 5-3. Awesome. And now we kind of won this board back. This is, I'm pretty sure that this is a ice block, huh? So. Now this is an interesting position, right? Because this is a 4 mana card, 2 mana card. I want the value, and I don't care too much about this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put up 2 secrets, and I'll clear the board. Now what happens is, now when it's my turn, I'll have a Azure Drake backed by 2 very strong secrets. So that's good. That's really good for us right now. If you're tuning in, I'm dropping knowledge. I'm dropping game knowledge for you guys. Oh shit. Okay. I don't care if he knows that this is a fucking duplicate or effigy, but I don't want a fucking... I don't want either of those cards, okay? So now we got a couple more secrets left in the deck, so there is a point to holding back on. Okay, yeah, we'll hold the Curing Core. Let's draw into more crazy shit. And now my opponent is out of cards, and this is bad for him because, you know, it looks like his deck is very tempo based, right? And you know, he quit. He knew right away, which is, on his part, it's smart. He knows that he can't come from behind that, or can't come back from that far behind, right? So, cool. If you're tuning in, you're watching Getting Stoned, a Hearthstone experience. We're playing Wild and we're playing Standard, because all we care about is the wins. We're just trying to get as many wins as we can. Mage and Druid. That's what we're playing. Secret Mage. And what's the Druid deck called? Token Druid. That's what we're playing, guys. And then I really like, and I'm really enjoying Wild. It's really crazy. There's just, I heard that, you know, the higher you get in the ladder, the less diverse the decks are. Right now, it seems pretty diverse. Paladin, you know, that's a class that I'm worried about. And I got a horrible hand, right? I don't have anything that I want. I don't have Lackey, Mana Worm, Arcanologist, none of that cool shit in the beginning. Well, actually, I got a Mirror Entity. But I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Now, I know I always tell you, you got to play shit on turn 1, right? But here, I know that the Paladin is not going to be putting up the good shit early. Well, I expected Mana Bot, maybe, or Mini Bot. Maybe I should have played the turn 1 Lackey. But I want to make good use of. If I had a different scene, yeah, you know, maybe I should have played it. If I had a better secret, then I would have. I would have played the Lackey. But Mirror Entity on a early game creature is just kind of stale. You know, it doesn't really have the impact you want. And the reason why I'm playing this is just in case he doesn't play a creature, I'll be able to play the Arcanist next turn and get the value. But if he does play a creature, I'm going to get the value, right? So it's kind of like a two-headed beast here. We kind of lucked out, right? So this is a... Okay, we'll do this, I guess. Like, I was thinking about using a Frostbolt there, but, you know, the Lackey is weak. You know, I might as well just get him out of the way early. Okay, this might be a problem. Oh, shit. Okay, this is a different kind of play, okay. Not one that I would suggest often, but
I'm late.
it's cool. I gotta worry about his hand. Like, something in his hand is pretty buff, so gotta worry about that. Ooh, okay. Can make plays now. Okay. I already showed it, so.
Excuse me, you are on fire. Quickly.
In case he's running the 7/7 Tong guy, Tarim, I'm gonna go ahead and clear that. Like that might have been a situation where I could have attacked face, but I'm worried about, you know, potential board clears. So, you know, this Paladin, like quality, consecrate.
Follow the rules.
What mana bind? So we got Mirror Enemy.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, fuck it. Let's... Alright, fuck it. We'll do this.
Last warning. Right away.
Did someone play Mana Bind and get it? I didn't see that. I actually don't even know what happened that game because I was fucking whooping ass. Alright. Okay, do this. Oh, really, motherfucker. Holy shit. The fuck? This is not looking good, guys. Might die here. Oh, wow. No, sometimes that shit happens, man. Fucking. I think we lost this one. I think we lost, guys. We're gonna play one more game after this game. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking let you do it, asshole. That was tough. 2-1. Let's play one more with this deck. I might get this quest done, huh? You're watching Getting Stone or Hearthstone Experience. So remember, for the ranked games, I'm only playing these two decks. Like maybe I'll make like 1 or 2 changes to the deck list, but just these two, nothing else. And remember, there's a Hearthstone tournament this Saturday at the Dedito Community Center. $5 to play, and there will be a lot of games that you can play. There's other games going on there: Smash, Street Fighter, Marvel, Melee, a lot of games. Check it out. You can register online at our page, but you have to be present to play. In this situation, I'll keep Frostbolt because if it's Dragon Priest, I need to be able to get rid of Cleric and fucking Whelpling or whatever. So we'll keep this. It's a tough hand. It's not the worst though. I mean, you got a Kirin Tor Mage. That's pretty. Okay, so it is a Dragon Priest. And I will, in this situation, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Because I don't, like, I mean, he can play the 2-4, this guy, but that's, you know, that's minor. What I want to get, though, is fucking 3-5, or his coin into the 4-drop. You know, those are the ones I want to pull. So it's important for me to get the Mirror Entity out early. So he's baiting it. It's just a smart play. But now he can't trade this and heal because he's going to let me draw, right? So, or he could play Silence and do that. Are you fucking kidding me? Can't believe that was his play. Really? Okay. It kind of sucks right here, guys. Let's just fucking keep it on him, though. Let's not give him a chance to. Yeah, I'll take that shit, son. Effigy, that's a good card. I gotta play around Holy Nova. I gotta play around a few cards here, so Actually, let's do this. Fuck it, man.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Right away.
Let's just hope that if he Holy Novas, that I get Kieran toward Mage effigy instead of a fucking Northshire Cleric effigy. Okay, cool. That works. That works out.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. Oh.
Whenever your opponent draws a card, gain +1/+1. Okay, I'll take that shit. Yeah, great. I want to play this next turn and have, you know, the mana to be able to do what's that fucking thing called? Hero Power. So I'll go ahead and play this so I can maybe develop a secret. Ooh, an effigy.
I want answers. Right away.
I don't want to waste the effigy here. Like, what could he do to kill? No, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use it. Like, this might have been a mistake, but then at least if I use it, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a mistake. Oh no, it's not a mistake. Okay, fuck it. We're good. We're good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna trade out the shitty creatures. So play this first. Oh.
Excuse me, you are on
Right away.
right away.
I want answers.
He might have Light Bomb, he might have fucking Dragon Potion, whatever. But even if he uses it, okay, no, he's. I think this guy's dead, man. Alright, well, this situation, Counterspell is more important than Duplicate, okay? So we're going to use Duplicate first. So it's not Counterspell. Fuck that, you can have them. Not quite what's planned.
I want answers.
Right away. Right away.
So we got really lucky in the beginning because the value that you get from Temple, like the Temple that you get from, what are these fucking cards called? Damn, what the fuck is a card called? Oh, this guy lost. The Temple that you get from Secrets is really good against a deck that's just like stat heavy, right? So that's what happened to this guy. He played the high static cards and we got them for free. That Temple is, you know, greatly in our favor.